internet. My name is Ashley and welcome to Kids TV. Not that my YouTube channel is intended to be kids television in any way, shape, or form. I am neither on television nor kid-friendly. I have made way too many jokes about priests having fun with teenage boys. But despite my strange sense of humor, I too was once a small bean child watching kids TV on my dad's iPad because I'm not a boomer on a Wednesday night at like 3 in the morning when my parents were not watching. And despite my complete deliriousness, I did pretty well in school. Still do, in fact. God fucking, it's so hard to flip your hair when your hair's up like this. And I think YouTube obviously contributed to some of that, hearing a word used by DanTDM or popular MMOs and using that again in a sentence later. Or watching commentary YouTubers talk about psychology, or watching a Minecraft YouTuber parody a historical time period. Math, but it's crazy to think that the majority of at least my science and English education between ages 6 and 9 came from kids TV and YouTube. Ignoring what that says about the schools that I used to go to, I figured I'd make a video talking about some of these educational shows that I used to watch growing up. And you guys really liked the last episode, so let's be honest, that's the real reason why we're here. First up on our list is a show with an incredibly creepy protagonist. I mean, if you really think about it and analyzed her, she's here, isn't she? Ah! Dora the Explorer. Explorer. Fuck it. Oh my god, seriously, was it Explorer or Explorer? Fuck it, map makey, vine swingy, diggy hole person. Okay, I just Googled it. Apparently in the US it's Dora the Explorer, but we thought it was Dora the Explorer because of the Spanish title, Dora la Exploradora. Side note, original Spanish creators, props to you as a pun lover. I do nothing but applaud your exploration into this wondrous world. For those of you that don't know, it's exactly what it sounds like. A girl named Dora and some fucking monkey with a pair of shoes, for some reason, go around some kind of jungle or desert or whatever, exploring and teaching kids along the way. I don't really remember that much from the show, but I do know that she had a really obnoxious voice. You know, actually, scratch that, because at this point, I'm pretty sure that I am a psychopath, and I'm pretty sure Dora's the one that started it. Because the majority of my memories of this show are just me not even saying, just thinking the wrong answers to the television and getting mad that Dora succeeded. Like, I knew that was gonna happen because it's Dora the fucking Explorer / Explorer, but I still wanted her and that fucking monkey to die in the jungle or whatever. I am a psychopath. Hot take, if nobody knew whether Dora was an explorer or explorer, does that mean they use them interchangeably? Wait, so Dora is Spanish, which is a very gendered language, so if Dora used the suffix which is male translated into Spanish, interchangeably with which is feminine, does that mean Dora the Explorer is gender fluid? Was this football head motherfucker an instance of non-binary representation in a kid's show? Delusions! Another reason why I am a psychopath. But questionable gender fluidity aside, I think Dora the Explorer was largely just beta school. I mean, I remember watching it when I had nothing better to do, but I would watch literally any other goddamn show before Dora the Explorer. Oh yeah, remember this motherfucker? Like, I know there are other villains in this series, but the only one I remember is this fox fucker. Swiggity swooty coming for that. Nope, we are not reviving an old meme from 2014 in a video about kids television. Dora the map reading, probably not an actual explorer gets a 3 out of 10. The fucking fox is all I remember. And she is a very questionably employed 7-year-old who might be an illegal immigrant. So that's fun. That's not me stereotyping, by the way. This was on fucking CBS. Moving on, let's talk about a show that the majority of my American audience probably hasn't even heard of, Charlie and Lola. First of all, this opening can only be described as a fucking banger! She said about the intro to a fucking kid's show. I don't know, man. I remember the intro better than I remember the actual fucking series. I'd spend more time just playing it over and over again in my head than actually watching the shit. I don't give a single shit about the show anymore. I just love this intro! Like, seriously? I don't even remember Charlie's gender. In fact, I don't think I ever knew. And of course, I am not the only one. Jesus Christ, Kids TV, you were so close, guys. We could have had non-binary representation in a kids show. So close and yet so far away. Or, I don't know, Charlie's 7. Maybe he'll start discovering some shit later on. I am suffering from delusions. I am a psychopath. I actually have quite a weird history with Charlie and Lola. You see, I started watching Stampy when I was around 5, and at that point, I didn't even know whether England was a person, a place, or a fucking vegetable. Oh yeah, I should probably mention that I moved to the US from Korea when I was 4 and wasn't really fluent in English until I was around 5-ish. So I had a pretty bad accent and a very, very poor understanding of the English language. Relatively. I don't think there's a single toddler out there throwing anaphoras into their sentences, but I digress. I didn't grow up with cable TV, opting instead for Netflix because I am not a boomer, so I would watch a lot of cable shows on my grandma's TV back in Korea. There were a few channels that all had kids shows, and they were all kind of next to each other, so whenever one broke for ads, I would just go to the next one. And there was this one channel called CBBS, which was a part of the BBC, I believe. And when I first heard Charlie and Lola make mouth noises, I was like, Nani? Because they sounded like Stampy, and for some reason in my head, I had thought Stampy's English was correct, and everybody where I lived spoke like a fucking cowboy. And that's like the only reason I watched Charlie and Lola. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Although, unlike Dora, I do remember that Charlie and Lola did have a pretty comprehensible theme. Every episode, Charlie would come up with some kind of game to make Lola try something new. Come to think of it, Charlie was the most mature fucker to have ever existed. This boy be 7 years old and being responsible for his little sister liking broccoli? I mean, come on! What kind of a 7-year-old is that? Why is my voice so high? Help me! It's stuck! I don't know how to make it stop! Okay, I've made it stop. I've made it stop. It's all good, people. As a person with no siblings, I can confidently say that Charlie and Lola are sibling goals. But, I mean, other than that, I think it's kind of a box standard kids show, and it breaks my heart to say so, but you can't deny the truth. 6 out of 10. The storylines were much, much better than Dora, and it wasn't as fucking creepy. Now, at this point in the video, we have to question what the definition of a kid show actually is. Because when we say TV, we typically think of cable TV shows. Large productions, when it comes to kids, typically animated, without too many thoughts about celebrity cameos or anything like that. And there's an educational show that I really want to talk about, but it doesn't fit the definition of a kid show, but fuck it. It's my channel, my video. If you don't like it, leave. But please don't leave. I'm like so close to 100 subscribers. I'm like at 99 right now. Please, please, please subscribe! Ignoring my previous mental breakdown, this is where we get to the good shit. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary friends, let's talk about Wonder Quest. Okay, first off, intro, fucking awesome! I learned so much from this fucking show. Weather cycles, order of operations. This show taught me Newton's 3 laws of motion way better than my shitty 5th grade teacher ever could. You hear that, Miss? I learned nothing that year, and the only thing you did was get salty when I corrected you even though I was right and you were wrong! Fuck you, Miss! You know, come to think of it, Stampy was probably the only reason I actually practiced arithmetic instead of just using a calculator with my homework. I mean, I never even thought about that! You know, I actually have a really good story tied to Wonder Quest. I was in 5th grade, and we were learning about PEMDAS, you know, parentheses, exponents, Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. There we go. Should I really be in 8th grade? Do I need to go back down to 5th? Only at that point, I had already known about it, supposedly, because of Wonder Quest. And you know how they always say, oh, you can remember by saying, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Only I had learned it the superior way. Please eat more dessert, announced Stampy! So when my teacher asked if any of us had a good mnemonic device, I don't remember which kid it was, but I know somebody said the boring and unoriginal version, and when I was halfway through saying the objectively better version, I had an epiphany. This was like 2018, so playing Minecraft at age 12 in 2018 was like playing with Play-Doh at age 37. So halfway through screeching, please eat more dessert, announced Stampy, I had replaced the name of Stampy with the name of a girl in my class, Sophia. You see, this girl was insanely shy, and I ran into her at summer school like a year and a half later, and she still fucking hates me for it. Do I feel bad about it? No. Do I regret it? No. Do I regret even a little tiny rat's ass about it? No. Lay thine eyes upon the field in which I grow my fucks, and lay your eyes on the fact that it is barren. And even with the planets, my very easy method joined Stampy until nighttime. Objectively better mnemonic device. Objectively superior storyline. Objectively superior song. Objectively superior stars. Let's face it, Stampy is a man who was born to be the lead in a TV show for kids. And honestly, I have no fucking clue who the Wizard King actually is, but I loved every second of it. Just splendid. Although I do kind of have to admit, some of the historical figures in the second season were kind of hard to listen to. Like, I remember this episode in season 2 when Stampy and Keen had to go back to revolutionary America with a time machine to help Ben Franklin invent the lightning rod. Except Ben Franklin had this, I don't want to call it a deep voice, but it was definitely much deeper than Stampy or the Wizard Keen, and he had an American accent, which I kind of understand, but this is like the 1760s. I want to watch this again. Screw it. I need to know if this guy's accent was that jarringly different. Here we go, and...
Do either of you have any marshmallows we could rub?
Hank Green?
Benjamin Franklin!
Honk Gron! Hankery Greenery! Hanky Panky! Ganky Ranky! What? Hank Green played Ben Franklin on Wonder Quest. Oh, and it doesn't end there, internet! Aphmau, Rhett and Link, the Diamond Minecart, and Martin from In the Fucking Level 1! It's just so weird to think that a YouTuber that basically raised me and a YouTuber I discovered like last year collabed like 4 years ago, and I knew about it! Everything is connected! You know how like the end poem of Minecraft, they talk about that idea of, oh, we are the universe because nothing is really separated from one another. I get that now. Oh my god, I understand what the poem was trying to say now. Everything is everything! With no exceptions! You, my camera, my microphone, the egregiously long stack of books that my mic is on because I can't afford a mic stand, PewDiePie, the internet, everything that exists in the universe is the universe. We are one. We are connected. There is no such thing as separation. Okay, so everything in the universe is connected. I have no need for concepts such as nostalgia now because everything is connected through time and space. So I'm just gonna leave this video here today. Thank you all very much for watching. Apologies if my voice sounds dead because I love screaming, but I can't scream for that long without dying. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down suggestions. And oh god, please share these videos around with your friends, whoever will like them, because the YouTube algorithm fucking hates me. But until next time, this is PDB Ash, signing off.